Did you hit something, Hannah?
I don't think so. I feel like it was just because it was kind of cold, you know?
Okay, well, it being cold doesn't make it...
Three out of the 4?
Yeah, it being cold doesn't make your tires pop.
Okay.
She slid up wherever that is.
I did hit the curb, yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, she slid up on that.
Okay. So were you driving in the parking lanes? It looks like it because you got a... I'm assuming this is you, this nice big streak here. Were you driving on the parking lanes and that's what made you hit the curb?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, where were you coming from?
I was parking at my door in Dunbar.
Your dorm in Dunbar?
Yeah.
Okay. And, okay. So that's where you were trying to park, or is that where you were coming from?
I unpacked my stuff, and then I was just driving around, kind of around here, and then I was going to park back at the lot at Dunbar.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're just heading back to Dunbar, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, just so I can understand, where are you coming from exactly? Were you...
Well, I live in Bellevue, Ohio.
Right, I gotcha.
So I drove back from there, and then I live at Dunbar.
Okay.
Here on campus.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, do you have your driver's license with you? 321, send me a second.
I don't think I do.
You
But
don't
it's
have...
back at Dunbar.
Okay. But you are a Kent State student, right?
Yes. Sophomore.
Okay.
I've never really had any problems with this car, you know.
Okay, so what... So you tell me what happened, because I'm kind of lost about how you... First were you driving
I really don't know. Like, I've really had no problems with the tires, to be honest.
Well, it looks like you do. You definitely got...
Requesting a back, just behind the student center on a DAV.
Okay, Anna.
When I parked at Dunbar, I did drive up on the curb, but could that have been the problem?
Well, my guess is that you actually got your tires popped right here, because this is pieces of your car over here, it looks like. Right? Is this the curb you hit?
I hit a curb up at Dunbar,
So,
around the... It was kind of like a circle, like an L shape.
Okay, so you did
around
not...
at Dunbar.
You didn't hit this curb here, and this isn't part of your car here?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. So, before we go anywhere else, do you have any weapons in the car or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Any drugs or alcohol in the car? Okay. All right, do you mind stepping on out for me? Is your car running? Is it in park?
No, it's in park.
It's in park?
Completely off.
It's completely off?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have a coat? Why don't you put a coat on?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to come back here. All right, so I'm going to check your eyes, okay? Now, do you have any kind of natural nystagmus or jerking or shaking of your eyes?
I have a stigma.
You have a stigma?
Yeah.
Okay.
A stigma.
Okay. So you have no natural jerking of your eyes or anything like that?
I have a cross-eyed, so that's what a stigma is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you taking any kind of medication that would affect your eyes or anything like that?
I take a drug that kind of affects the acne of your face, but it can affect the pressure of your eyes.
Okay. Okay, so your stigma, that's just something that's inside your eye that actually doesn't affect any kind of...
I have a cross-eyed.
So you have a cross-eyed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you haven't drank anything tonight? Nothing like that? No drinking or anything like that?
Bit.
You had a little bit?
Yeah.
What'd you drink tonight?
A seltzer.
Okay.
A few seltzers, yeah.
A few seltzers?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to run you through what's called the field sobriety test. Okay. Since you're telling me that you have an issue with having a cross-eye,
yes.
Okay, I can't test your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. What we're going to do is, it's called the walk and turn test, and we're going to do the one-legged stand test. So to start, let's come over here in this parking lot. So you see this white line here?
Yes.
Would you say that this is a pretty flat area?
Yeah.
Pretty flat? Okay. So what I'm going to have you do, first off, do you have any issues with your legs, any leg injuries or anything like that? Okay. How about you take a couple steps forward towards me so you're not stepping in that snow there? All right. So no injuries to your legs or anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right, so take just a step to the left of that white line. So what I want you to do is put your left foot right here next to that line.
My left foot.
Yep. And then put your right foot in a heel-to-toe fashion in front of your left foot, just like this. Keep your hands at your sides. So you're going to take your hands out of your pocket for me. Take your hands. No, not yet. Don't move yet. No, don't start yet.
Oh, okay.
Go back to rear. Go back to the beginning. Okay. Take your hands out of your pockets. Keep them at your side. So you want your left foot on the line. Put your right foot in front of your left in a heel-to-toe fashion. Keep your hands at your side, and I want you to maintain that position.
2617.
And I'm going to explain the test instructions to you. Okay. So when I tell you to begin, what you're going to do is you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down this line, and then once you hit the 9th step, I want you to plant that front foot, take a series of small heel-to-toe steps to turn around and take 9 heel-to-toe steps back. So it's going to look like this. From your starting position, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9. When you hit 9, you're going to plant that front foot, take a series of small steps to turn around. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9. So when you start the test, don't stop until you completed it. Keep your hands down at your side. Count your steps out loud, okay? And don't stop until you completed the test, okay? Are you ready?
9.
Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Just keep on going.
12, 13, 14.
Okay. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is called the one-legged stand. So if you want to come back here for me. Okay. So to start, what you do is just keep your feet together and relax. Keep your hands down at your side. Maintain that position. All right. So again, you have no injuries to your legs, feet, or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. So when I tell you to, what I want you to do is to stand on either foot that you choose to do so. You're going to take that other foot and you're going to raise it off the ground. Keep your foot parallel to the ground, about 6 inches off the ground. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to look at your foot and you're going to count out loud in the following manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. You're going to keep continuing to do that until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Keep your hands at your side, okay? And make sure you count out loud.
Okay.
Do you understand those instructions? Okay. So, when I tell you to,
Doesn't matter what foot.
it does not matter which foot, okay? And begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021.
Okay, and stop. Okay. Let's go back here to my car here, okay? So you told me, watch yourself. So you told me that you had, you could put your hands in your pocket, that's fine. I know it's cold. Okay. Well, you know what, this is what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to have you turn around for me, okay? All right. Put your hands behind your back for me. $321,300. She's at 21.19.
Copy.
Okay, Hannah. So your passenger in the car, is that your roommate? Okay. What's her name? What is it?
Karina.
Karina?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have a wallet in your car? or do you have a phone in your car? Do you have what's in your car?
A phone.
A phone? You don't
not
have your
in my
wallet or
pocket.
anything like that?
No. It's
Okay.
in my dorm.
It's in your dorm?
Right up the street, yep.
Okay, so let's come back here to my car, okay?
Okay.
All right, so before we get in the car, I'm gonna search you, okay?
Okay.
Stand right over here. You have anything in your pocket that's gonna stick me, poke me, cut me, or anything like that? So did you say you're just coming from your dorm?
Yep.
Okay.
Done by.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and have a seat for me, okay? All right, I'm gonna turn the heat on here so you don't get too cold. Karina? How old are you, Karina? You're 19? Your Hannah's roommate?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been drinking tonight?
No, not as much as
Not as much as her, but you have been drinking tonight.
I had a glass of wine.
Okay. All right. You live in Dunbar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have her phone.
You have her phone? All right. How about you hand me her phone?
I don't have my phone though.
Okay. All right, so do you have any way to get inside the building?
My friend said he left the key outside the dorm.
You don't have your student ID to get inside?
No, I left it in my room.
Okay.
I have the card. He said he left it out back. So I can walk there and
Okay. Well, we have a problem because now
Yeah.
you're under the age of 21.
I
You
know.
walking anywhere, it's technically
yeah.
you're in prohibitions right now, anyways.
I know, my dad is a retired lieutenant.
Okay. All right, so you know you really can't be doing that. So what we're going to do, all right, I'm going to have you step out. You're going to be with this officer here on your right. We're going to check about so you can get you a ride back up to your dorm room, okay? Sit tight for me real quick. Looks like there's a code 2 with it right here.
She just drove off the road.
She said she hit a curb up there by Dunbar. I want to verify that this is her or not, but she's got all of her 4 tires are flat.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
That sucks.
So this is her roommate, lives in Dunbar. Either you're willing to get her up to her dorm room because she's been drinking too. 321, 300. I'm going to need a 39 for this vehicle here.
31.
Correction, a 31.
You don't have to write it in code 2 if she doesn't want you to. It's up to her. You probably should if it's in your guide, though.
Yeah, it's going to need to be.
All right, I'll ride back.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Can I text her uncle's phone number to my phone so I can call him from that?
You can do it. I mean, I don't really care. This is her phone?
Yeah, that's her phone.
Okay, let me ask her that just so she doesn't.
Yeah.
Just make sure that's not a big
So
deal
that's
for
the
her.
only contact she has around here.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure I can get into contact with her family.
Okay. All right. And you're willing to give her a ride? So she's going to be able to get contact with family. She's going to be doing that back up at the police department, okay?
That's fine.
All right, so he's going to be the one to give you a ride back out to your dorm, and then this car's going to get towed because all 4 tires are flat, okay?
Perfect.
All right,
Can
you
I
can step.
quickly text somebody to let them to stand out back to let me in the dorm? Because they have.
He's going to be able to get you inside the dorm room.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that.
Perfect.
All right, you can step out for me, okay? You good with this?
Yeah.
Is there anything else in there besides your phone?
Nope.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put this in your pocket, okay?
Okay. It's kind of off to the left.
You're telling me.
There you go.
Okay, so you don't have your ID, you don't have your...
No, it's in my
Well-
belt bag in the dorm.
Okay, all right.
Then can you see? I'm just gonna keep her key.
I don't know if this is hers or not.
Is this yours?
Hannah, this is yours?
Yep.
So is this what you were talking about that you thought was in the dorm?
No, I have a belt bag in the dorm with my ID and credit cards.
Okay, so there's just so there's some cash in here. This is yours?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I have my keychains.
All right, we're gonna keep that with you then. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Hannah, you can step on out. All right, we're gonna walk around the car. We're gonna head to the other side, okay? All right, when we walk in here, we're gonna go into the first room to the right. Right over here. Turn the light on. Okay. Here, let's come up here. Let's get you out of the seat. And then I'll get those handcuffs off you in a second here, okay? Because I don't think you're going to be much of a problem, right? You doing okay?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to explain everything to you about what's happening, okay? So right now, I'll have you stand up for me, okay? We're going to get these handcuffs off you. All right? We're going to go over some paperwork, and I'm going to have you understand that the fact that you've currently been arrested for OVI, okay? Okay, you can have a seat. Are you a freshman?
Sophomore.
Sophomore? Is it your first year here at Kent, or
Second.
your second year here?
Yep.
Okay. You just get back today?
Yep.
This is what we're going to go over first. These are your Miranda rights. I'm going to have you read along an initial as I read it to you, okay? So, what I'm going to have you do as we read this, I'm going to have you initial each one of these, okay, as we read them. So, starting at the top, it says you have the right to remain silent.
Did I just write it right here?
You can write along each number if you want, if you'd like. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before any questioning and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Okay. So, would you like to read the waiver out loud?
Okay.
Okay, so the waiver says, I hereby acknowledge I understand each of the above warnings concerning my constitutional rights, which were read to me in full prior to making any statements or answering any questions. Additionally, I acknowledge that no promises have been made to me, and I have not been coerced in any way to have my rights or make any statements. To waive my rights or make any statements. Okay. Before we continue, I'm going to read this again because I want to make sure that we have a witness saying that they actually read this whole thing. I don't want you to sign it until there's somebody here, okay? So we're going to do it again. just need you as a witness. All right. Well, so we're gonna start again. So, top, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before any questioning and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Again, the waiver says, I hereby acknowledge I understand each of these above warnings concerning my constitutional rights, which were read to me in full prior to making any statements or answering any questions. Additionally, I acknowledge that no promises have been made to me and that I have not been coerced in any way to waive my rights or make any statements. Okay, so if you're willing, you can sign the bottom saying that you understand and acknowledge those rights. Okay, and I'm going to have you sign as the witness. All right, now, are you going to be willing to answer any questions?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you need unit number?
What's that?
Do you need unit number?
Please. Okay, thank you. Hopefully by this time, one of the other officers will be back to witness everything else. Okay, appreciate it. Okay. You know the rest of the time off the top of your head?
I want to say 121, but how do I get just the...
2212. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is taking the breathalyzer and the consequences for that. Okay, so I'm going to have this whole nice wonderful thing to read to you. It's rather lengthy. I apologize about that, but I got to read it to you before we continue, okay? I'm going to give you a copy here for you to read. We're going to start up here, okay? So where it says consequences of test and refusal. So just under that, you are now under arrest for OVI, operating vehicle while intoxicated. So operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, a drug, or a combination of them, or operating a vehicle while under the influence of a illicit controlled substance or a illicit metabolite of a controlled substance, operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption, or having physical control of a vehicle under the influence. For you, it's OVI or a combination thereof. So if you refuse to take any chemical test required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately, and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you have a prior conviction of OVI, do you have a prior conviction of OVI? Okay. Or operating a vehicle under the influence of a illicit controlled substance or illicit metabolite of a controlled substance under the state or municipal law within the preceding 20 years, you are now under arrest for state OVI. And if you refuse to take a chemical test, you will face increased penalties if you subsequently are convicted of state OVI. All right. All right, so going on for a sec. Yeah, you're good.
time of arrest?
Actually, if you just want to bring back the whole paperwork, because I don't have her driver's license.
Yep.
I need all that.
Yep.
Okay. So do you understand what that's basically saying? Is I'm going to ask you to take a breathalyzer test. Are you willing to do so?
Okay, yeah.
You are willing to? Okay. All right, because basically what this is saying is that when I'm offering it to you and you refuse to do so, it means your license is going to be automatically suspended. Okay. So what I'm waiting on now, she's got to give me some paperwork, and I got to make sure the time is correct, and then we'll do the breathalyzer. Okay. There, put this one back. We don't need that one anymore. All right. So while we're waiting on that, there's some things I'm going to ask you. Okay. So, you were operating the vehicle, correct? And where'd you say you were going again?
Taco Bell.
You're going to Taco Bell?
Coming back.
You're
from
coming
it.
back from Taco
Yeah,
Bell and
yes.
going to where?
I went to Taco Bell and then I was coming back.
Okay, so you're going back to
Dunbar.
Dunbar?
Yes.
Do you know what street you were on when I came in contact with you?
No.
Okay. Okay, so do you know about roughly what time it is?
2, 3.
You know what today's date is?
The 14th. Well, 15th. Because it's the AM.
Do you know what day it is?
Monday, technically.
It's good enough for me. Okay. Okay, when did you last eat?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.?
Yep, Mexican.
Okay. You said you eat Mexican?
Yeah.
Is this the Taco Bell you were talking about?
No,
Thank
I
you.
had it with my family when they dropped me off.
Okay, so where was that at?
Coyotes.
Coyotes? Where's that at?
It's by the Walmart, so about 5-7 minutes away.
Okay.
You know the Walmart? It's by Ravenna.
The Ravenna Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you told me out on the road that you had a couple of seltzers.
Yes.
Okay, so you have been drinking.
Yes.
So you stayed with just a couple of seltzers?
Yep.
Okay. Nothing else?
Not really.
The seltzers are like a specific brand?
Sunny D.
Sunny D?
Yes.
Sunny D makes a...
Seltzer.
It's new to me. Yeah, I didn't know that. So how many did you have?
2.
2? And so where did you have this? Where were you
My
drinking?
dorm.
Your dorm?
Yes.
Is that where, so that's where you're...
Yes,
Drinking
me
it.
and my roommate. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we're good to go ahead and get this started. We're not going to do that today. We're not going to do that today. See, it's a lot of paperwork for something like this, as you can see, right? Okay. Okay, so sit tight for me. I got to plug bunch of information in here.
Look at your watch for the time.
Yeah, 1:47 was the arrest time. It's already a quarter after. Actually, Hattie, you can come on in here, okay? Okay. So we're just getting this set up. All right, in a minute here, I'm going to have you breathe into this. What you're going to do is take a really deep breath and just blow. All right, so don't stop. All right, until you'll see this thing click, and it'll actually give you me the results here. But make sure you're actually continuously blowing, because if you stop and keep blowing, that's going to be technically eventually a refusal if you continue to do that. Okay, so deep breath and just blow right into the machine. Here, I'll have you step over here for me, okay? Okay. So when it says not yet, but when it says please blow, all right, take a deep breath. There you go. And blow into it. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. interference. Would you key up? Alright, we're going to do it again, huh? Something happened there.
Yeah, that's why.
What's that?
Why?
Just got radio interference.
Hannah, you want to hear that constant beat that you heard initially when you
Oh.
were running the machine. That's what we want. Need this?
No, it's still displaying radio interference.
What's your,
I wonder why it did that.
what's your expiration date?
12/20/24. Okay, we're gonna do this all over again. I apologize about that. Alright, I'll let you take a step back there again for me.
It said RFI, right?
It, yeah. Okay.
It's up there, we're getting up the form to fill out.
Okay, again, really, really deep breath, and then a nice constant blow right to the machine. You just turn your radio off.
Yeah, these ones shouldn't affect it though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened.
Where's your cell phone,
In my pocket.
Hannah? I don't know that that's the issue either.
Yeah, take a deep breath and go ahead and blow. Keep going. Nice, good blow. There you go. So you want it to be that constant tone. Just here, take a deep breath again. Do it again. Real deep breath. Go ahead. There you go. You want to hear that constant tone. There you go. Now, there you go. Okay. You're starting and stopping. All right. That's why this is a valid sample. You got to just give one good steady blow.
Okay.
All right. Because here's the thing, I don't want you to, if you can't give me a good sample, if you're going to keep starting and stopping like that, it's going to be technically a refusal.
Okay.
And that means your license is automatically suspended.
Okay.
is going to be the last opportunity I give you to do it, okay? So, good deep breath. Blow into it, in the machine. As long as you hear that nice steady tone, you're doing it right. If it starts beeping, that means you're not actually blowing properly.
It actually doesn't take very long.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to do it at all. See, we have to keep repeating doing the paperwork for every time we had to run the machine again. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Nice deep breath. Real deep breath. There you go. There you go. You want to hear that steady tone. You can do it. There we go. Okay. You're going to take a step back there for me, okay? What are you studying?
Public health.
Public health? How do you like it?
It's alright.
It's all right. What are you trying? What are you trying?
I'm thinking about changing it.
Are you?
Yeah.
To what?
Having decided. I'm only a sophomore.
Yeah, you got a couple years.
I don't mind taking another year. Figure it out.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so you blew a .186. All right, let's go take a seat. I got that copy here. All right. So what we're gonna do is I got some paperwork to fill out. So you just gotta be patient with me, okay? I'll try to get it done as quick as I can. You okay? I know, there's a lot of emotions involved in it. I get it. Believe me, I get it. You know what county that is? Sandusky County. So what made you choose Kent State?
I'm not really sure.
that's okay. You don't have to know.
Still figuring it out.
It's understandable. I get it. When I went to school, I changed my major. I get it. Hey, what was the time of call? Okay. No, is that time of call or time of arrest? Okay, thank you. I don't have that either. I'll need it. Hey, 13. All right, I'll have all the information that I need right now for this. Okay. $321, $313. You able to 17? Okay. So remember this nice big long form. I'm going to ask that you sign it once we get the other officer here just to witness it. Okay. So just so you understand, because you tested positive for over the .08, your license is going to be suspended. Okay. You're going to have a court. We're going to have a court date, which we're going to set up and everything.
Signal
like
line
that,
at
okay?
901 Simon Lane. This is in reference to an open line 911. We can hear a child.
Copy. Copy.
0210. Okay, I need you for a witness, and then I don't have the vehicle information either, if you don't mind. Okay, so this is the part that I'm going to ask that you sign. Basically what it's saying is that I read this to you. You read it along. Okay, remember it's a nice big, let me show it to you again, in case you forgot. Remember all this stuff that we read here? Okay, and explain that you're now going to be suspended. So I'm going to ask that you sign it. Doing so is not admission of guilt. You're going to sign right here for me, okay?
Can you turn out the vehicle?
200 to the units at College Towers, check out.
Okay, we don't need this. We don't
Okay.
need this.
235. Go ahead, 41.
I have a 21.
Copy, you have a 21 at 236. Copy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anything else right now?
No, should be good. Just the little things now. So let me ask. You did say that you hit a curb, but you said you hit it in front of Dunbar.
Yes.
What about that curb that I pointed out to you, where it looked like somebody just hit that sucker real hard, and you have all four of your tires are popped? So, is that the curb that you're talking about that you hit?
No, by the Mac Center.
Yeah.
I did not hit that.
You didn't hit that one?
No.
Okay, but you hit one in front of
Dunbar.
Dunbar.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Will my mom know about this?
So you are 20 years old.
Yes.
Whether or not you want to tell your mother is honestly up to you.
Can I get my CR?
I cannot tell you whether or not to do that. Okay.
Your CR is going to be 573.
But just so you're aware, there's going to be
573.
court dates and things like that that are related to this. So,
Copy.
I mean, at some point in time, if you wish to do so, and it's totally up to you whether or not. But because you're an adult, I can't tell you to let mom know or not. School's not going to be involved with it unless, for some reason, because I'll be honest, because you said that you did
221.
hit a curb, I'm now going to have to run a little investigation to see where exactly you hit, and make sure there's no other damage.
You have that
If
one.
if
Can you
somehow
try
there
to
happened to be
call back right
significant damage to somebody's property or the university's property, the university might know about it, but otherwise, who you tell is up to you. Okay? Does that kind of answer that? So here's the other thing I'm going to have you do, and maybe I'll drive you back myself, but
241,
you're not
270.
staying in jail or anything like that tonight. You're going to be going home.
Copy at 242.
You know, we usually offer that you can call somebody to come pick you up. I might be able to just take you back to your dorm, okay? But as long as you're staying there, okay?
Yes.
That's something we'll talk about in a minute here, okay? Okay, so let's talk about your court date real quick. So usually you get within 5 days. Do you know how your classes are scheduled?
Usually all through the week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
Okay,
Tuesday, Thursday.
okay.
Weekends are the best, but
Oh, yeah, of course, weekends are always the best, right? Except, unfortunately, court's not open then. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's going to be at 8.
Afternoons, yeah.
Well, it's at 8:15 in the morning. I can't change that.
That could work, yeah. That
So
could
what?
work.
So what day? So court's gonna be closed Monday, and that's a little bit too
Tuesday or
soon.
Thursday would probably be the best then.
Let's
for
go with
8:15.
Let's go with Thursday, so the court has some time to actually process the ticket and everything. Okay. So we're talking about the 18th at 8:15 in the morning. So because your vehicle got towed, with you wanting to get the vehicle, so that I believe it was the tow company Complete Towing. Okay, I'll make sure you get that information, so you can contact them to get your vehicle out. But you have all your tires are blown.
All 4?
Yeah, yeah. Just so you're aware.
How much does that cost, you know?
I honestly could not say. So when you were talking about going back to your drinking, what you were telling me, when did you start drinking? Do you remember?
Probably about 10 o'clock, yeah.
10 p.m.
Yep.
Okay. Do you remember when you stopped?
12.
So midnight.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that you're under the influence?
26:33.
Okay. So I know you mentioned on the road, when we were out on the road, that you didn't have any physical injuries with your legs, but you mentioned that you have your cross-eyed.
Yes.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. So you are going to get a ticket too. The only reason why it's a ticket is because it's technically a traffic violation. That's why you're going to have a ticket with all this other paperwork.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, there's a lot that goes into these.
What's the traffic violation?
So, is obviously the OVI, and then what's the actual violation is what I call it, is failure to control, so the accident.
Okay.
Okay.
So the curb.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So how does the whole court thing work? Like,
So, do you know where the courthouse is at here in Kent?
is it the police station?
No. Do you know where the frat houses are at on Main Street?
Yeah.
So it's right across the street from there, that big fancy building. You're gonna
Okay.
get the address for it, but it's right across there. So what you do, 8:15 on Thursday, you'll show up to court. Okay, so you'll check in. There's a big wall of glass windows. There's people sitting behind there. Let them know who you are, and then they'll tell you where you're going to be going and everything. And all it is just your initial appearance. They're just going to say this is what you're being charged with. They'll get you a lawyer if you'd like one. They'll ask you for guilty, not guilty, no contest. I can't tell you whether or not you're going to do that. That's totally up to you and your decision. Okay, just make sure that you show up, because your appearance is going to be
Thursday,
mandatory.
you
Yes, make
Will
sure
I
you show
get
up.
this all in the mail?
So you're going to get a copy. You're going to get a copy of all this stuff.
Okay.
Then you also are going to have on this ticket, it's going to have the option for you to get notified by the court regarding your court date. I'm sure that they're probably going to text you if you choose to do so. So they'll send you a reminder and things like that. But just make sure you show up to your court date. All right, because if you don't show up, that means you'll have a warrant put out for your arrest for this. You don't want to be dealing with that.
Okay, the only other question I have is,
Mm-hmm.
where is it being sent to?
Oh, all this information will get sent to you.
33.
So if you're,
Not to my home address.
that's why I asked you for your current
Okay.
address.
Okay.
So on here, so you'll see, on here where it says current address, I'm going to actually put your dorm room. So it's going to
Okay,
have.
so
Go ahead.
okay, I get packages picked up in
Bellevue.
Eastway.
Oh, okay.
It's in Kent.
Mhm.
But it's not my dorm room technically. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're saying any of your mail gets sent to Eastway?
Yeah.
So yeah, if
On
it's
campus in Kent.
okay.
It's not home. You know what I mean?
That's probably where it's going to go then. If that's
Okay,
where the post
yeah,
office
and
here
then
on
I
campus
pick it
sends
up
it.
there,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be where it's going
But
to go.
it's to my
But it's
name.
coming. It's coming to
Okay,
you.
okay.
Yes, it is coming
I
to
just
you.
want to make sure it's not under
Nope.
home address.
It's going to you.
Okay.
So the other thing is, do you have insurance on your car?
No,
It's not insured, or you don't have the
it's
insurance?
a liability.
Okay, but so you have insurance on it. You just don't have the card. So can you show me? Do you have the app to like show me the insurance information? Okay. All right. So you're gonna need to show the court.
At the court, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need to show that.
Just the insurance card.
Yes.
Will I get notified everything I need to bring?
So you're gonna get a copy of this ticket. It's gonna be on
Okay.
there. Yeah, you should have all that stuff. I mean, in the event you forget, you forget. It's not the end of the world. Okay.
I just don't want to let my mom know it. That's all. 'Cause that's all I got.
I understand. I do.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You can come follow me. We're just going to take a photo. So you're going to have your back up against that whiteboard there. I just want you to hold this up just a little bit underneath your chin, right about here, okay? Just bring it down a little bit lower. There you go. All right. All good. All right, you can take a seat again. So this is that big long form that we went over. I'm going to have the notary. She's going to sign this, then you're going to get your copy of this. But as far as the actual ticket goes, so up at the top, forgive my little mistake there, the 18th of January, okay? Coming up on Thursday, 8:15 a.m. at the Kent Municipal Court. It's at 303 East Main Street. Actually, here, in case you forget. I know you said you know where it's at, but just in the event you forget. Don't worry, none of this is going to apply to you. Don't pay attention to that. The reason why I'm giving this to you is for the address. Okay, right here, 303 East Main Street. Okay, 8:15 in the morning. I'm going to write it on here nice and big. January 18th, 2024. Nice and clear. Right? Okay.
Yes.
All is the same. This is just your personal information I got right off of the printout of your driver's license information. Okay? Yes, it has your permanent address.
Yes.
It's not your current address. Okay? This is just the case report number. In case you need to refer back to it, this is just indicating that you want the court to notify you about the court date. Driver's license number, the expiration date, last four digits of your social. Okay. Continuing on, this is just your more personal information. Down here is the vehicle that you were in, that you were operating, and the time and location of the violation, the offense. Okay. Down here at the bottom is saying this is related to the OVI itself. It's saying that was for we suspected alcohol. We did a breathalyzer test. This is what you blew, the 0.186. Okay, so obviously the 0.08, that's what the first charge is. So which is just regular OVI, so that's at 0.08. So because you blew well over 0.08, that's what this one is. So if before it's called prohibited concentration, it's just saying that because you blew over 0.17 up to things like 0.2, that's what the additional charge is, okay? And then this is what the actual probable cause for me being there, the failure to control for what you're saying was the stop, which is just a minor misdemeanor. Okay? And this is just the conditions of the roadway. Saying it was dry, there's 2 lanes of traffic, it was nighttime, there was No adverse weather.
Snow, I'd say. But okay.
Well, it wasn't snowing.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't snowing. So I put light traffic, just because there were some cars on the other way where you were at, but on Midway there were some cars. It's a residential area. There was a crash that was involved. Okay, and the remarks just saying here is that you did happen to hit a curb over by Dunbar Hall, and then all 4 of your tires were deflated. Okay, this says that there was 3 charges, which is indicated here. All right, and then I signed the bottom.
Okay.
You got any questions for this? Okay, you're going to get a copy of this.
Okay.
So what I'm going to ask you to do,
That'll come in the mail.
you're going to get your copy right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to sign here. Doing so is not an admission of guilt. It's just saying I explained the ticket to you, and then you're going to get your copy of it.
221,
Okay?
I'll be en
So I'll
route.
have you sign right there for me, all right?
Copy.
Okay. Take that too. I don't want you to forget it. So I know the carbon copy on these is not very good. All right.
232 to 200 units, you guys.
What's up?
So I don't have to do anything prior to this date.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Just make sure you show up, because you
Okay.
don't want to have a warrant put out for your arrest for this whole thing and then end up seeing me again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna head out. So you got your phone, you got your copy of your ticket, you got that. Okay. So we're gonna head out. We're gonna get this notarized. Go ahead, head out here and take a right. Okay. All right, we're gonna head up this way after you. And we're gonna keep on going. There's gonna be a window here on the left. You see where that window is right here? This is where we're gonna stop right here.
239, 70 with 36.
Copy.
Be care if I have my shoe.
No, go ahead.
What's the court date?
It's the 18th. Just need you guys to sign that one too. All right. So you need to understand that because you blew over .08, your license is suspended right now. Okay.
Okay.
Don't go driving anywhere.
How long?
The court's going to figure that out for you. Okay. There's that first copy.
So this is just your bond paperwork. You didn't have to post any money to get out, okay? Your court date is going to be the 18th at 8:15 a.m. It'll be at this address right up here, okay?
Okay.
If you don't show up, they can issue a warrant for you, alright? I just need your signature, that top line. Or, I'm sorry, this top line. And then address below that. And then phone number below that. Alright, yep. And then give me 1 second, I'll get you a copy, okay?
I apologize, Han. I'm going to read this to you. I forgot to read this part to you. It talks about your suspension, so it's actually going to be for 90 days, so no priors, okay? So it says, independent of any penalties or sanctions imposed upon you pursuant to any other section of the Ohio Revised Code or municipal ordinance, your driver's license or commercial driver's license, which you don't have, permanent or non-resident operating privilege is now suspended. The suspension takes effect immediately, okay? Suspension will last at least until your initial appearance on the charge, which will be held within 5 days after the date of this arrest on the issuance of a citation to you, which you received all that. You may appeal this suspension at the initial appearance, which is going to happen on Thursday,
Okay.
before the court that hears the charges against you and that resulted from the arrest during the period of the time ending 30 days after the initial appearance, okay? So you can make your case at your court date, but so at least for right now, you have no prior OVI convictions. You did blow over the .08,
Okay.
so you're suspended for 90 days right now.
Right now, and then at court it could be less than that.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just make sure you show up to court.
Okay. Thursday.
So Thursday at what time?
8:15.
Perfect. So if you got to put that in your phone, your calendar, your mind, you do all that stuff, okay? And then if you like, I can give you a ride back to your dorm. Are you good with that?
Yes.
And you're going to be staying there for the rest of the night, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For 90 days.
Well, at least for the night.
My roommate doesn't drive, so.
Okay. Where's your roommate from?
Cleveland.
From Cleveland?
Yeah.
Your copy or
273-40-8121.
Okay. I'm going to give her 83 back to Dunbar. If you guys want to put that in the narrative, I'll add all the information.
So nothing will be mailed to 332 Douglas Drive.
No, just nothing should be mailed there. Like I said, your current address is on all your paperwork, so everything should be getting sent to you.
72 years old, valid negative 15, is listed on Cherry Street, number 4.
Okay, so you don't have your student ID, right?
No.
Okay, but you got your phone.
Yes.
Let's make sure you didn't forget anything in here. Okay. All right, so we'll head out. You doing okay? I know it's a shock. I know it's a lot that goes on. I try to make it as painful as possible. Hopefully you weren't miserable. All right, go ahead and have a seat and get your belt on for me, okay? Here. Okay, you can step on out. Then once we get up to your room, we'll look at that and make sure you got the right address. A lot of times the carbon copies, you just can't read them. It's
Yeah.
kind of frustrating. Just make sure you stay here tonight, okay?
Okay.
So,
I just have a question.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get my car back to Big Stadium?
so your car, because it's towed right now. I mean,
Yeah.
how you're going to get to your car and from your car, I can't really say for sure. If you got to call an Uber or you got a friend that can drive you.
Okay, and then
But remember, your tires.
90 days.
Yeah, so you won't be able to drive it. So you got someone
Right.
else that can drive it. That's up to you how you want to accomplish
back.
that. Yeah.
Could I wait the 90 days to
That,
pick it up, or is that like,
so when you go to court on Thursday,
yeah?
they might change your driving privileges. Okay, you can ask them about that. They might be able to do that. And if they do, you can go out and get your car. But remember, your tires are flat, so you're going to have that issue to deal with.
Right.
So what might have to happen is, it's possibly might have to ask that tow company to take your car wherever you'd like it to actually get repaired. Possibly,
Okay.
depending what you want to do.
Yeah.
Does that kind of help?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna get it.
Back here?
Yeah, because my roommate doesn't drive.
Right. Well, do you have some other friends that drive?
They don't really live on campus, so that's
Okay. Okay, here, let's see if you got I can key you in. Let's make sure you can see that and read that address. Oh, you can't read that at all.
I have a pencil in here.
Oh, I got a pen on me, don't worry about it. Here, hold on to that for me, okay?
Is the court before I pick up my car,
Yes.
and then they assess?
Yes.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to give you the phone number too for them. name of the company, address, and phone number. Okay? Give that back to you. All right. Just make sure you stay here tonight.
Yes.
Don't go driving anybody's car, okay?
Okay.
All right. You're good to go.
Thank you.
All right, Hannah. Be safe, son, okay?